came out to Frisco, Texas for Big 12 Media Days, and I ran into former BuffStampede.com contributor Jimmie Searfoss, who now works for CBS 19
Yes, sir.
in Texas here.
Got a logo on it and everything, a polo. It's embroidered. You know, that doesn't come off. That's not a sticker.
So, update everybody out there in Buff
Yeah,
Nation.
so
What's life been like for you since you graduated?
So I graduated. I got the internship over at 9 News. Worked up there. There's a lot of great people up there. You know, taught me a lot of great things about, you know, sports journalism and especially in the broadcast world, and pointed me in the right direction. Actually, one of them basically helped me get the job down here in Tyler, Texas. I'm about 2 hours away. So if you know, you're looking at Texas right here. This is like the state of Texas. Dallas is like here, right? Tyler's just over here. It's directly about 100 miles to the east. So about 2 hours from Frisco, Texas, you know, but this is home. I'm from Frisco, Texas. This is where I used to come and watch high school football games. So I used to sit right over there and be obnoxious. But, you know, this is a lot of memories here, and I'm glad to add this one to it.
Yeah. You were at Coach Prime's intro press conference.
Yeah.
So you were there at the beginning. What's it been like following this program now living in Texas?
You know, it's interesting because he has a lot of pull in East Texas. You know, he lives out in Canton. That's where his ranch is, which is East Texas. That's about 45 minutes from Tyler. But he gets an insane amount of pull, and I guess maybe it's again just eye-opening because I've seen it a million times in Colorado, just all the eyes that were drawn there. But when you post something about Colorado in East Texas, it still blows up. You know, that pull is regardless. We're all sick and tired of talking about the Prime effect, but it's still out there, especially 600 miles away from Colorado. It's still there, regardless.
Yeah. You also covered the 2022 team, so
I did,
you got that gold buff card.
I do,
because you've seen some things.
Yeah.
Did you ever envision kind of having this attention on your alma mater in your early college days?
No, man. I didn't have. I mean, let's be real. I knew I was going to go to Colorado when I was even shorter than I am now. And I never thought, that game day would come up to Colorado, or when a college football game came out, Colorado would be in the 80s and overall. I've solid 68, 69 team, but they're out there and you're usable as a team, and it's great. And there's watch parties, and there's some really great. I guess there's a establishment like right up the way here. I used to come to watch the games because it's just a great environment, and you'd meet people and you'd wear Colorado gear, and people come up to you and be like, "Hey, Buffs," and I was like, "Actually, I've talked to Coach Prime before."
Yeah, you leave with that?
Yeah, I leave with it. You're like, no, you're talking to, friend. Nah, but it's great having that interaction between, strangers and stuff like that maybe even didn't go here. There's a lot of programs that have that, like Bama, Oklahoma, Texas. Even in Texas, there's a million teams that have fans of people that didn't go to the school. They just grew up watching, and Colorado has that now in that draw. So it's great to have that kind of fan interaction, and someone that maybe doesn't even have to go here. So,
and the Buffs traveled to Texas twice this year. I got to say, I'm not looking forward to going to Houston in mid-September. I'm imagining it's going to be pretty darn hot then.
Houston is a spot I haven't gone a lot to. I know it's worse humidity-wise. It's a concrete jungle, so that sun just radiates right back up at you. Similar to how that Fort Worth game was 2 years ago. That's how it's going to be again. Might be a little wet, but I might look into that, see if I can get down there. I'm definitely going to go to that TCU game, Colorado TCU. I'm definitely going to be there for that. We'll get all my buddies out here, and that is kind of nice, being a fan, getting to cheer and stuff like that for him outside, maybe in the press box. Don't get me wrong, there's cheering in the press box. You're not supposed to, but certain people do like to cheer. I wasn't one, but it is nice being a little unrestricted with my favoritism towards Colorado.
Well, you've been going around today for CBS 19 and getting different interviews. Did you talk to any Buffs? Any takeaways from today's event?
Jordan Seaton's a talker, man. Yeah. It's really easy when you get these interviews, because not everyone likes to talk all the time. But Jordan Seaton will talk your ear off, which is nice. Really feels like he's grown into it. I asked him, for these Deion Sanders teams, it's been Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, just the faces of the squad for a long time. And I asked him, do you feel like that? And he didn't give an answer that said yes, but it does feel like that way, doesn't it? Where he is the next guy that represents the squad. He said maybe not because I'm an O lineman, but he's definitely carrying around that leadership trait to where maybe he is. feeling like the face of that team and stuff like that. And obviously, Caden and Julian were here too. I talked to DJ McKinney, and he seems like he's really excited to step up and not have to, not be number 2. He's going to be number 1 on that defensive squad, and playing under, but besides Travis Hunter, he's the focal point now. Maybe get a few less balls thrown his way.
Yeah, I think being next in line as one of the faces of Colorado's program is a great place for Jordan Seaton, because his personality is well suited for that. And those big guys don't typically get enough love. Jordan, even shared the story of how Coach Prime got him the barber here to get his roast put in for today. And it was great seeing Coach Prime, obviously, today. It was the first time even those of us in Colorado had seen him since after the spring game. So just getting that feeling like, okay, we're starting to get closer to it.
Yeah, he looked good, I'm just glad to see him talking, have some energy to him.
Yeah.
I think none of us really knew what to expect, from him today, but he was bantering, getting a little into, mid-season form, but, taking those first steps, knocking the dust off. But yeah, there's that question about his health that we don't know about, and I don't think we knew anything more about it today than we did before. But that is, his personal business, and just wondering where he's at. That's gonna be a big question on Colorado fans for a while. I feel like, it's just not something I don't know if we're gonna get an answer to ever.
Hutchins, right? That's the barbecue.
Hutchins, that's the barbecue.
I have to get here before I leave. Everybody's been raving about it.
That's the good stuff. Okay. That's my favorite barbecue in Texas, period.
Really? Okay.
Period. I've had Terry Black's, I've had some good stuff down in Austin too. Hutchins, that's the one. It's right up the road. It's really good. I get the brisket. It's the number one thing. Every barbecue spot's got their thing. It's all good over there, but brisket, that's the meat and potato.
And the
there.
Texas Twinkie.
Texas Twinkie. It's a stuffed jalapeno. It's got brisket, cream cheese, wrapped in bacon. It's delicious. It's the best thing you've ever had. It's fantastic. It's great, man. And they also have a really good pork rib. Sides are great. Free dessert. I got some sweet treat fiend. I like my sweet treats, and they have plenty of it. Just load up and just keep on coming back. It is a little expensive, but you're getting good barbecue. And you eat it over the next few days. You burp it, it still tastes good.
We'll end there. Jimmy, it was great seeing you. Congrats for all your success.
Thank you.
And it was,
I do want to say one thing.
All right.
The program, if there is a player out in Carthage, Texas, know they are coming from a winning program regardless. I don't know, when you're going to upload this or if certain people commit or not from there. But anyone out of Carthage is got that winning mentality at a minimum. Those guys don't lose.
Well, I got a quote from Jimmie Searfoss for that commitment story.
Exactly.
Go ahead. When it happens, right?
If you go take a deep dive into that program, I've been obsessed with this program since I got out here in East Texas, because, this coach comes in 2008, and he's got just about 20 seasons under his belt now. He's got a state championship winning percentage of 55.6. Meaning he's won a state championship 55% of the times he's coached in a season. Wow. Which he's a perfect...
Almost as good as Dave Logan. Not quite,
almost. He's got a perfect 10-0 record in the state championship. It's just unheard of. I've never heard of anything like that in any format anywhere. And it's not like it's small. It's 3A, 4A football. It's just, it's not the biggest in the world, but it's not so smallest. So if anyone comes out of there, know you're getting a dog, man.
All right. The inside scoop there. It was great catching up, man.
Of course. I'll see you soon.